Hey guys, this video is from our latest Rick and Johnny podcast. Make sure to check out the full podcast on blogtalkradio.com/Rick and Johnny. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know Johnny and I had fun recording it. But Johnny, we got to move on. We're going to talk about the Rampage movie. And if you haven't heard about it, this was the first time I've heard about it. I saw it today and was like, fuck, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, we do.
Because I remember playing this game, Rampage World Tour, the first one.
Yeah.
The second one, you said that's the one that you played.
I did play Universal Tour, too. I remember playing Rampage, but I played Universal Tour as well.
I only played the first one. That's the one I remember, at least, with Lizzie, Ralph, George.
Yeah.
It's basically a game for the kiddos out there that have not played an N64 or have not played Rampage. Yeah, it's a great game. All you do is destroy buildings, and my favorite part to do is if you, like, because you just climb buildings and, like, punched out windows.
Yeah, exactly.
And then as you destroyed the building, they would crumble, and you would get, like, a score in the corner, and you would have to, like, get a certain score to move on to the next level.
Yeah.
And, like, helicopters would shoot at you and stuff.
And every building you destroy, it demolishes, and then, like, a little power-up of whatever food the animal would eat would pop up.
My favorite thing to do, though, which got you more points, is if you punched and then somebody was there.
Yeah.
If you punched again, it would grab the person and then you'd eat them.
I remember doing that.
And then you would eat them.
No, there's times you could just hold the person though.
Oh no, mine was just punch. And then when he came back, he would eat them.
Yeah, I think this was something they did in Universal Tour where you can actually grab them, pull them out, and hold them.
Was there like a benefit to holding them?
No, because then you can eat them, or I would toss them at the helicopter.
Okay, you could throw them at things.
Yes.
But the reason why we're talking about Rampage the game and kind of having a little bit nostalgic of an intro here is because the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, if you guys want to see it, it's down below in the description. He came out with an Instagram post. It's him working out, getting all swole, because that's what The Rock does.
Because he really needs to get swole.
Yeah, he's got to get swole after working out for Baywatch.
Oh, yeah.
Which is coming out soon with Zac Efron. He basically just released the Rampage plot.
Yeah.
And from his Instagram post, I'm going to kind of paraphrase. Basically, the plot is The Rock leads an anti-poaching unit out of Rwanda. His best friend is George, an albino ape. George gets inflicted, him, an alligator, and a wolf get injected with a serum. They become supersized with speed and agility and violence. And it's basically The Rock of this anti-poaching team saying, hey, we got to go take down and kill whoever did this to my best friend.
Yep.
And that's going to be the basis of the movie. So, Johnny, my question is going to be simple. Is this going to be any good? Is this going to be any good? Like, should I be excited for Rampage the movie?
I don't know on this point, because
besides the nostalgia factor?
There's a lot of nostalgia factor to it. To me, I'll be honest, right now, it sounds like it's going to be a C-rate film.
Sounds like it's going to be horrible. But I'm hoping, like, it's one of those things where, like, my friends used to make fun of me in high school.
Yeah.
Because I would love shitty movies.
Yeah.
Like, I would want to go, like, Kangaroo Jack was my fucking jam. Like, I wanted to go see that in theaters, and we did for my birthday that year because it came out on my birthday.
Nice.
But, like, when I was a kid, when I was in high school, I loved just shitty movies. And I kind of have a feeling that the only people that are going to like this movie are people like us that are like, oh my God, I remember playing that game.
Yeah.
I remember Lizzie and George and Ralph.
Honestly, if you throw enough of them in there, I have no problem going to see it, as long as nothing else good is out at the time.
I mean, I hope it's good.
I hope so too.
I hope it. And that's The Rock in his Instagram post does mention, well, we do have a great VX and like FX team for the monster genre. Can this movie like should we have any hope that it's actually like a good movie?
I'm not gonna get my hopes up, honestly.
Johnny's like, no, I'm gonna
say it's probably gonna be one of those great shitty movies. Like, I loved, like, even when on Netflix you find those back movies or the really crappy Halloween.
This is gonna be a straight to Netflix movie. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. Like, I liked actually going and find those really crappy Halloween movies.
It's in theaters for like a week and then it's on Netflix.
Maybe, but what I was gonna say is I really liked finding those crappy Halloween movies on Netflix. That's like, almost like a student made them. Like, my one that I thought was hilarious was Thanksgiving. It's a turkey puppet.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, it's a turkey puppet that killed people with very bad Thanksgiving puns. Like, he didn't kill them with the puns.
I don't think this is going to be that bad.
No, not that bad.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's going to be that bad, but I'm trying to elaborate on how I like those crappy movies. So I think in that sense, I like it for that.
You're going to love it.
But I'm not going to like it as like we did Logan or Power Rangers. It's not going to be that. I don't feel like it's going to be that.
Yeah, with this one, I'm going to need to see a trailer.
Oh, I agree.
I'm going to need this because Manganiello, who How I Met Your Mother, he's playing Deathstroke. He's also in it. He posted an Instagram photo of his vest, like his anti-poaching
I saw that.
bulletproof vest. And this is a movie where I want it to be good. I do.
It would be nice.
Well, it's one of those things where this is a movie for me where every other movie, even like the comic book movies, even like with Batman.
Yeah.
It's not like I walked into The Dark Knight with nostalgia. It wasn't like nostalgia driven. It was just like, man, I really like this movie and it's going to be kick ass. And I've seen the trailers. This is right now with us talking about it. It's pure nostalgia.
It is
pure nostalgia. Just playing the game. And the thing that that I'm thinking about is I'm going to ask you this question. If you were behind making this movie, would you want to go the real route and like, okay, we're going to make it look kind of like King Kong, like that realistic where like the ape looks like King Kong, or say, you know what? Fuck it. We know our source material. Let's make them look like those like CGI, just like not crappy, but make them look more so like they did in the video game. That just like cheesy, campy, like CGI compared to, hey, he actually looks like a real ape and a real wolf and a real alligator. Which, was he an alligator? Or was
I think he was a lizard.
Lizard. That's what I thought.
He was a lizard.
Lizzie the lizard. That's what I thought it was. But I guess it's an alligator.
I mean, then again, we had George the ape and Ralph the...
George the jungle. But what would you do? Would you go all in to try to make it look good? Or would you say, you know what, we're going major cheese here?
I would go in. Here's what I would do, actually. I'd go in, make it look really good, but I'd have the general shapes of the animals reflect those from the game.
Okay.
So, like, we're not going to go complete wolf on Ralph. We're going to do the general idea of what Ralph looked like, but make it like the facial features slightly more wolfish, the body a little bit slightly more wolfish.
Because like I look at his face and it basically looks like, yeah, he has blue fur except for his face. His face is tan.
Yeah.
What wolf do you know has tan, like has hair all over, but then bam, a fleshy tan face?
Exactly. That's something I would do. I'd make the little bit more realism in those areas, but give the general body shapes of what they did before. Like if you do like just a giant version of an alligator with Lizzie, I'm not going to be happy with that. And
how does an alligator climb a building?
That's true.
Like a lizard could. I could see a lizard, and a lizard like Lizzie has the spines on her back,
which is why you want them to like take on the general monster shapes they had before. So
I hope it's good.
That's the route I would go.
I hope it's great.
Well, I hope they've been underway pretty well because it comes out April 20th next year. So they've been less than a year to...
And that's the thing. They are just starting now. Because The Rock in his Instagram post said it's great to finally have boots on the ground.
Which is why it makes me worry just a hair that it's going to be like... Well, I'm not worried per se. I should say... I feel like it's going to be more of the C-rate movies as opposed to what we've been seeing and what we've been doing trailers on or critiques on.
We're doing a review of this movie.
Oh yeah,
you know that, right?
I didn't doubt that.
I cannot come into this and be like, hey, we're not going. You know what, Johnny? We're not going to do this one because it's one of those where I hope it's good. I want it to be really good, but right now. Until I see something.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to see something that makes me go, yes, I want to see that.
Even a picture of one of the monsters.
What, an actual like CGI picture? No, I want to see a trailer. I'll wait for that first trailer before I say will it be good or will it won't. I'll give you guys my prediction. I don't think it's going to be good. Like, that's just me being brutally honest. I don't think it's going to be anything to write home about, but I want it to. And before I give you a like yes or no exactly, you got to wait for that first trailer. But I do love how it's like, hey, you want to know how we get this movie to have some PR out there? Let's cast The Rock. Let's get The Rock in it.
That's a good way to do it.
Let's get The Rock. But what? And any other things about this movie that you're like, I have some worries about this that we haven't talked about already?
Be honest, I'm not worried, probably because my my thoughts on this are kind of low right now. Like, I think I'm going to enjoy it in the idea that it's going to be a cheesy C-rate film as opposed to King Kong. Let's just put it that way. I don't think it's going to be King Kong. I think it's going to be kind of a cheesy C-rate film.
So right now, looking at the releases, I'm looking at movieinsider.com. It's coming out the same day as Isles of Dogs and The Pact. So nothing that's... Notice, and I find it funny because it's sandwiched in between. The week before, we get X-Men, New Mutants, and the Universal monster film that we talked about last week. And then you know what the week after is?
What?
May 4th, 2018, man. What comes out May 4th, 2018? Avengers Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
So it comes right in the middle of X-Men, New Mutants, and Universal Monster, and then Infinity Wars.
It's like, hey, let's find a weekend that's not going to be up against much.
Let's find a weekend that's not going to be complete crap. Like, I mean, they could have picked any other weekend and probably would have gotten smashed.
Yeah.
Because especially in, like, May 4th, Avengers. May 18th, we have Slender Man.
Oh,
then we have May 25th, Han Solo. June 15th, Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
June 22nd, Jurassic World 2. June 29th, as of right now, Deadpool 2 and Barbie.
Yeah.
Don't forget Barbie.
Oh, Barbie.
That's going to pull out some girls. We got Ant-Man and Wasp. We got Mission Impossible 6 with an untitled DC film, one of theirs, in that month as well. They basically picked the weekend where it's like, hey, you know what? We've got an opening.
Yeah.
We've got an opening right there. Let's just slide right in.
It sounds like, hey, there's nothing in our genre to go up against. Let's just slide in right here between genre.
Which would be interesting because this is going to be a monster genre film.
Yeah.
People are going to obviously compare this to whatever Universal film comes out the week before.
That's very true. They will actually. They will, but they won't because it's hard to. Because we talked about the Universal.
Do you think people are really going to see this as a monster genre, like a serious monster genre film, or are they just going to see it as like we're basically seeing it right now as we're just nostalging all over this room?
I think it's going to be the latter. Just because, you know what? Also, I don't think you compare it more so to a King Kong than you would those Universal monster movies, because these Universal ones are more of the Swamp Thing, the Frankenstein, Wolfman. They're monsters that are human sized. These are things that are building size, destroying towns.
Well, I mean, they were normal size at one time.
Were when they were animals.
when they were the Rock's best friend.
Exactly.
Any last thoughts on that? Any last thoughts on Rampage that you think everyone else should know?
You know what? Like us, have the nostalgia. Play the game. Have some nostalgia factor for it.
If you could get your hand, because it can't be that. It can't be. I have an N64 at home. I probably have this game.
We should go get the game
at home somewhere. We should see if we should let's play it for the channel.
Let's do it.
If we can record us playing the N64, we'll do it.
We'll play. If we can get it for you guys, if we can get it recorded for you guys,
we'll play some Rampage. But like, yeah, if you guys haven't, like an N64 can't be that expensive.
They're not.
Like a cheap one, like one that's like not a collector's item at this point. Like I bought one for $100 off one of my buddy's friends just because like I wanted an N64 again. Yeah. Because I wanted to play through Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
I wanted to play WWE Warzone along with WCW versus NWO, and then I also wanted to play Ken Griffey Jr. Major League Baseball. So those were the kind of games that I was like, fuck it, I want. Oh, and GoldenEye. Can't forget GoldenEye. Maybe we should have a top 5 N64 games on one of the podcasts.
Yeah.
We should talk about some of our favorite N64 games, but this is where you guys come in. Let us know down below in the comment section. Are you excited for Rampage? Do you know what Rampage is? Are you too young to know what it is? And if you are too young to know what it is, are you excited for it? Or is it one of those things where hearing us talk about it and the nostalgia goes, wow, these guys are weirdos. I don't want to go and see that movie. Let us know what you think of Rampage down below in the comment section.
I don't know about this, Rick.
Just do it, Morty.
Thank you for watching Most Valuable Podcast video. If you want to watch more of them, just watch them right here. And thank you for watching.